Welcome to Bloodlines and Bottom Lines, where we are family, but we do not always agree. I am DJ, and I look a hot-ass mess. This week has been crazy, crazy, crazy. I need a haircut and some more. But I'm here. I'm making it happen. I'm the baby cousin. And listen, we late today, but that's my fault. The baby cousin can't get right. But hey, y'all.
Hey.
Let's for the little sister.
And I'm Ife, the big sister, big cousin, big everything. All right, guys. So we are checking out, reviewing the Real Housewives of Atlanta Reunion Part 2. So they started off with bringing Miss Cynthia Bailey out. And they said her, I noticed y'all saw where they sat her at, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right next to her boo thing, who she been
in between. What's the
They sat her right next to Porsha, which she's been apart the whole time anyway.
Yeah. She made her seat. They ain't make her a seat. She scooped them. She sat there and scooted in between them. They ain't had no seat for Cynthia.
They didn't. I was just like, okay. I mean, the couches are big enough. But what did y'all think about her bodysuit?
I thought she looked beautiful. Her face, her makeup looked beautiful. It felt like Cynthia wasn't supposed to be there. It felt very last minute. But she didn't bring anything to this season. So I could have done without the interruption of Cynthia coming on stage, honestly.
Yeah, I felt the same way. I was like, I like the jacket she had. It was cute. It had a little pizzazz. I love the earring. I thought it was really cute. But I was just like, the bodysuit is just, it's feeling a little lazy. It's feeling like, I'm going to give him a little body out. We couldn't have some bedazzles on the bodysuit. It just was like, I don't know, like kind of like you said, not full afterthought, but it did not feel like a reunion look.
It wasn't.
So I was just like, I don't like it.
They actually laughed.
Cynthia don't got no stylist. Somebody was like, Cynthia saw that and was like, oh, that's cute. Let me put that on. She don't got no stylist to help her put this shit together. Cynthia was a model. All they did was put the clothes on her. She don't know how to put that shit together. That girl looked crazy. That was very lazy. The tail was cute. I mean, it was a cute piece of art. But for the reunion, no, ma'am.
Yeah, that's like art gallery, maybe. Yeah, and that's the thing is that we have high expectations. Like, girl, you know how to dress for a reunion, but I guess I didn't think about that she probably usually has a team, and since she was just a friend of the show this year, she probably wasn't trying to spend the budget and figured, oh, I can put this together. Don't. But yeah, it wasn't horrible, and like I said, her hair was really cute. I like the earring. Her face was beautiful because she is, but I just was like, I'm not feeling it. And then I think they ended up talking. I can't remember who was talking. I think it was maybe Shamea that was saying something, and then no, it was Pinky. I think it was Pinky saying something, and then Porsha felt the need to interject, and I was like, why? Why are you putting yourself into this? Just people don't know how to just stay. They're not talking to you right now. Just let it be.
Yeah.
So I was very. Oh no! It was actually Shamea was talking. That's what it was. It was Shamea talking because they had recapped where that was where Kay had left off saying the whole "mama on the tables, hookah lounge, whatever," and then Shamea was like defending that, and then that's when Porsha felt the need to interject. That's what it was about. But they talked about them having a dinner. Kay, Kelli, and Shamea, and apparently got real heated. So what got me was Kay apparently done hit the table. I said, that's a little too close to shaking the table. Then she drag and have a whole tagline for not shaking the table. Bitch, did you just shake the damn table? That's what I thought. I was like, it sounded like you shook the table. Now, can y'all see her getting up in Shamea's face going, can you see her doing that? I can't see the K of this season doing that. But I also seen her get a little turned up at the Pudding Saloon, so maybe she had a couple of shots.
I think maybe because if the cameras wasn't rolling, I can see that possibly happening.
Okay. I mean, she did shake the table. What'd you say, Steve? We can't hear you.
I said I wouldn't put it past her.
Oh, we heard you now. Yes, I just was like, okay. So yeah, I was like, loving hip hop much. So I was like, the story about Shamea's mother is not really giving me a whole lot. Like her saying, and I was just like, why is this coming up? I'm very
Kept thinking the same thing. Like, why do you keep bringing it up? And you still went out. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so
yeah.
it's like, what do you keep bringing this up for? Because we've talked about it before on the show. So now, why is it all of this? Well, your mama was saying this and that. You done had the whole season that all of that could have been disclosed. Like,
Yeah.
there's no tea to say.
Not at all.
Like, I'm tired of hearing about it.
Yeah, and I didn't get why Porsha was like, Jezebel, bitch, you know hollering in the street. Yeah, that's what they call a Jezebel. Hello?
Hey,
Why you act like she called you some name you never heard? Jezebel, yes, Jezebel.
I'm
Take
pretty
it.
sure you've heard that all of your life, Porsha. What makes today different?
Like, I was just like,
Always
yeah.
offensive. I feel like Shamea is playing it cool. Like when something is being said or anything, it's not all this extra behind it. You feel what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah.
it's very defensive, trying to make it like a goddamn political statement. Like, just stop. Because
Yeah.
he's not ignoring her, not wanting to say a damn thing. And now you keep talking with every situation.
That involves Shamea.
Everything. Angela. So yeah, now what I did understand with when they did kind of recap the story, I was like, I don't understand the whole your mom was in there talking about Portia's mom called and asked to get a pipe fixed. But then I was like, well, did she mean is that where we got the whole allegation about sex? Was it that she was calling to get some pipe? I was confused with the pipe story. Did y'all track it? Do you think that's where the insinuation that Portia's mom was trying to get with Shamea's dad came from, this whole pipe? Or like literally like she needed a handy person and she was like, let me call my friend's dude and see if he can come help.
I was
You know my nerves.
Yeah. I was like, oh, does she mean lay pipe? Okay, well that's a little different.
You know my nerves.
That's what I was like, because I really don't understand why Kay and Shamea have beef either. I'm confused, like, why is it all this weird energy happening? Because even if it was the whole, like, my friends don't want to be your friends and have my back on here, how do we get to us having beef now? I don't know, it feels like, is Kay trying to play the game and not seem like she's going against Porsha and them now because she want to secure her spot. And if I'm aligning over here with Shamea, this chick might not be on the show. Let me kind of push her to the side and be over here more in good graces. Like it's giving fake.
It is giving that. It's very much giving that. Like it's like ultimately yes, that like it all like, but then it's her trying to bring it to this group when you know good and well that that's not what you're talking about, and now you're trying to make correlation and make it connect, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, because I didn't get that. And then here we go, Porsha chiming in. I think she was talking about this group, but why anybody fucking ask you? How about that? Did you see Andy go and say, and Porsha, what did you think? We did not, because we don't care. Because the viewer realized that comment ain't have shit to do with y'all. She meant her actual friends, not you hoes.
pretty much.
Porsha called that girl manipulative. I said, hello, Pot, this is Kettle. Manipulative?
Yeah, I didn't get that one. Yeah. And she took her time saying it. She want to make sure she practiced saying that one. Because she want to make sure she didn't say it wrong. And then I said the same thing Tifa said. And I was like, oh, why yet again is Angela so ready to jump in? Girl, we're not talking to you. Shut up. You just sit over there and look pretty.
Yeah, we get it, Angela.
Because I think they talk about it later. Again, everybody's beef don't make sense. Why are you so mad at Shamea? Because when they showed toward the end, the whole what I seen was Shamea saying what you're saying all it went bad was you was a little messy. You muddied the waters. Bitch, you did muddy the waters. I thought she was referring to last year when it came to me and Portia's friendship. You muddied the waters because you interjected yourself by saying, well, Shamea feels that, you know, you're not being a good friend, or she can't talk to you, or don't feel safe, or whatever the heck she said. You muddied the waters. You were being a little messy. In your head, you might have had good intentions, but your actions did not say that. Your actions said messy. And this season, you've been quite messy. So she didn't speak wrong. What lie was told?
Only person that got caught lying in this particular situation is Angela.
And then she's still saying that what tripping out. So you get caught lying. Where that came from? Oh, it came from me. I said it. So you have the people say it's not real. How you still real mad at Shamea because you said that I said this? Time out, time out. You mad that within you lying that I misspoke. I placed the word out of place. And that's what you mad at, even though you said multiple whole lies on me? What? I just wasn't getting where her energy was coming from. I was just like, I'm just, no, this is stupid. I just said she just want to argue with one cast or another. I'm just confused. It's madness and mayhem for no reason. Because then they all just started chiming in, and Kelli saying shit and the other couch saying stuff, and I just was like, what are y'all even arguing about? Did y'all feel like that?
It was making me tune out, and Andy was not in charge of the girls. Like,
yeah,
he could not get a hold on them. You've been doing this too long.
Well, this way you need like a black mom or a black woman to nip that shit and be like, hey, y'all need to cut that shit out.
Andy be playing favoritism. That's what it is.
He definitely does.
Andy favors the other couch.
So he is. He's with Porsha's couch for sure.
So with that being said, he allows shit to happen, and Porsha be like, well, he gonna let me talk anyway, so I'm gonna get what I got to say out. That's what that is.
Yeah, it definitely is given that, like, you chime in when it's a whole lot of, it was too much of non-productive conversation happening. It's a reunion. As viewers, we want some shit to get resolved, some stuff to come out, y'all to answer some stuff, and we're not getting nowhere. Y'all just saying random stuff to each other that don't mean anything. You literally are pulling it out of the air and just saying it against each other. And I was just like, what is going on?
Like, that we have no privy to, that we keep hearing about. Like, I don't want to hear about this now.
Don't tell me about the behind the scenes stuff if you ain't gonna give me the juicy behind the scenes stuff. Like, tell it all if you're gonna talk about it.
Yeah, don't be half saying it. Now, what y'all think about that EDM song of 50 Cent, you know, since Cynthia did that? Was it a flop or a flop?
It was a flop. And my 45 seconds back that they played it. And nobody's playing that song.
Now, what I did think was cute about it, I didn't mind the beat. She just was obviously talking over it. She's not a singer. I did kind of like what she said. Now, what's going on next or what's happening? I did just the way you stopped and you got that. I did think that was cute. I could see where they would use it, like on Housewives.
Cynthia over here talking about some. She taking all the credit, like production ain't just add some auto tune of what you talking on the mic, girl. They was bopping to it because the beat was cute. Nothing Cynthia did. Have a seat. I could have did that. Hell.
I'm very excited. Oh, she's getting too young. Big damn. I was thinking, what? This ain't it.
Hold
on. You fine. All right. So the next one, or the next topic, was when they moved on to Pinky. And I don't remember how it came up, but maybe because they had all that random banter going back and forth, and they felt like Pinky was being real flippant or real casual, if you will, about the bankruptcy. Do you feel like that?
They were showing her package.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Phaedra was kind of like, I don't know how you could be so casual about bankruptcy. And it's just kind of like, and on one hand, I kind of get it, but I don't feel like she was glorifying it the way that it was made out to seem. Like, she's just like, shoot, I'm just going to claim bankruptcy and it's going to be what it's going to be. Yeah. You were going real hard about it, even though, like I said, I don't feel like none of y'all pushed this season. None of y'all really said any of this when the conversations were coming up. So I understood her being defensive about it. You know, you're talking about, I mean, I know that you got 25 million, this, that, and the third, but we also understood that it did have a lot to do with who she had in charge, who was making those decisions. So for the whole other couch to sit here and act like any of y'all are running real businesses.
Phaedra is.
to chime in talking about, well, you know, my restaurant with my ex-husband. Are you serious? Put your name on any of those restaurants? Now you want to claim it?
Exactly.
Damn. Because I'm
Please sit down.
saying that y'all haven't had some kind of business or something, but I think from what we've seen with Pinky, she was hands-on, really.
Yeah.
Trying to get out that hole when once she explained why she didn't want her husband to pay it or whatever because it wasn't in her name or it wasn't her debt anymore or whatever. Okay, it was like now we have a reason for that. You understand?
Yeah.
And y'all weren't asking her none of these questions really when these conversations were coming up. But for y'all to be sitting here acting like y'all have more knowledge of that than her, I was like, seriously?
Well, and me and Vince were talking about it too. I was like, I agree to some degree. Other people have essentially used, because what seemed like it really turned the couch off. And she was like, I mean, bankruptcy is a tool. And I was like, other people have essentially used bankruptcy as a tool, meaning the president has, Tony Braxton has. It's just a way to settle your debt and then move on so you can still be successful. It's not like there's not still a consequence to doing it. So it's a tool that has a consequence because now that means you won't be able to get certain credits for a while. Like there's going to be things you can't do. You're going to have to be more cash positive for stuff. So the good thing is she has a good business going so she can still keep the brand going and now kind of start from where she is now instead of bringing all this bad debt that you keep trying to get to where you didn't get yourself into the debt. So why should you get yourself out of it? So I was like, but I do agree. It was now what I would say in their semi-defense, they meaning Porsha's couch, would be, don't come on flaunting about money. I got this. I'm paid. Then your storyline is about bankruptcy. That was given contradiction because are we balling or we not? Now it is two different things, kind of, but you can't come out with, I'm this boss bitch, I'm doing this, I'm found for bankruptcy, because then it looks like, are you doing it well? So,
yeah. But same thing could be said to Angela.
Yeah.
Listen, this is the thing. Angela had no room to say anything. But will you not even, what is your business? Because we cannot say it's real estate. Please do not claim that because you said businesses. And I think she wasn't realizing, I think that, that Porsha was over, not Porsha, that Phaedra was on the other couch was saying, none of y'all have brick and mortar. So, like, miss me with it. Like, you don't know, like, a true business, not even true, a traditional business model. It's not to say you're not successful in the things you do, but it is just very different from what I'm doing. I am franchising. I have restaurants, and that the restaurant business is different. So, for example, for Phaedra saying something, you are in a service industry. You are a lawyer. That is just a completely different realm than what you have to worry about for a restaurant. You have very different risks. So I get where Pinky was coming at with saying, like, you pretty much, I don't know my plight. So, like, stay over there and know your role. Angela, don't talk to me about nothing because you can say whatever I have about bankruptcy going on. Bitch, it don't mean I'm broke. It means my business income did not equate my business debt. That's different than my personal. So, no, leave me alone with it. And we know I am married, and just like your husband is doing well, so is mine, boo. And so I claim his like you clearly claiming your husband.
Right.
So yeah, we are still ain't sure what Angel doing. They clearly ain't these fans because you had to ask him for the $50,000 to invest in it so you can get some samples, and the samples don't even fucking work. Have they launched yet?
Spring, summer, joggers.
Spring, summer, fall. It's sounding like Sheree. She by Sheree. This is going to be a She by Sheree. Her fansies. It's gonna come out for their season 20.
The fans and the joggers gonna come out together.
Pretty much, yeah. Because it's like, and even for your house, if you want to say you have a win, you rented it. You didn't show it again. What did you do to it? Did you flip it? I think you just sent a clean crew. I hope, and that's it. And I hope for a Terminator, or excuse me, exterminator. So anyway, I just was like, I'd be over her.
I fell out when Kelli was like, fell in wig to Porsha. I fell out.
That was funny. I'm not sure who she was saying it to. She said, I was like, oh, because it was just, again, just random bands. And I was like,
three of them. He could sell it to say it to all three of them. To be honest with you, since they selling wigs for Porsha.
True. And then I also didn't realize, like, it seemed like Phaedra, or at least was pretending like there was like just some real beef between her and Pinky. And I was like,
Yeah.
I'm still a little confused at what the beef was exactly. So can one of you all elaborate? What was the beef exactly? Why was Phaedra feeling like she had a right to be mad at Pinky?
I have no
Because the selling the eating the meat, because she was like, Pinky, you keep saying I said that you eat meat and that wasn't me and you need to apologize, and that's when Pinky was like, no. So that's when Phaedra was like, well, shoot, I'm gonna go ahead and do what I do.
Exactly. I was like, that don't prove shit. Not at all.
That was it.
Yeah, I didn't get that either.
Yeah, I don't get it either. Part.
So
Or take it live where we can ask you some other questions, because you done set up these questions, so you don't write the questions in, so you already know what your answer is. Because all a lot of detective tests is doing, that believe, is like searching for certain movements, is there's a change in your heart rate.
Yeah.
Like it's looking at specific indicators.
Right.
Well, if you wrote the questions, you know what you're asking, you're going to be very comfortable and calm with that, versus someone else asking you questions. You don't know what they're going to ask you, so then you get a true reaction. So I was like, girl, that lie detector test ain't prove a damn thing. So tired of it. So I told you I was gonna be a part 3, even though I don't know at this point if I really want to see it. But long season, long reunions. I just like, oh my goodness. So I gave this episode a 5 because they talk about shit. It was a whole lot of I was tempted to give it less than that. So 5 was me being nice, because I said
I was
different
like, the
the
vegan,
dress.
less of her.
I was mostly irritated, and I couldn't wait for it to be done. Is this over? I'm ready to finish. Well, I have never felt like this for a reunion. I wanted it to be. I want it to be over. I felt like this the whole season. When is it done?
Everything else you eat.
One more, y'all. One more. So what did y'all rate it? I gave mine a 5. What you give it?
Okay.
Part 3, episode 15, 16, 17, and 18.
Because she said the ink not dry, and she said it's not all the way, she didn't name it, and I know she can't, but it's given. She ain't tell nobody yet, and she told everybody at that and announced it right there in front of everybody.
Nothing really got addressed. And when they come up, you thinking now this is what the supposed beef is? Like, this is some kindergarten, elementary shit.
Right.
Like, I'm over it. I don't like it. Try again. So hopefully it ends better than this, because this rate, I ain't watching next season. I'm gonna have to test it out. Let me see how the first few episodes are. Hell no.
You weren't auditioning anyway, so that kind of did make sense. You're like, well, I've done this and that, and you're going over your accolades again. Like, this was never about you. It's never about you. You're the one who told her you were coming.
Yeah.
And am I hearing wrong? You're the one who said you was coming. No one knew why. You wasn't helping her choose anybody. Like,
that's hilarious. What'd you give it to? Well, remember, I've been doing 7.5 and 9. So for me to give it a 5, that's really low. Yeah, I mean, that was being nice. I will say my 5 was being nice, because I was gonna say that. I said no, 5 is really pushing it. This just was not it. So yes, all right. Well, you alone in your 3. Hopefully the 3rd reunion will be better. So meet us back here in 1 more week, y'all. We get through. And then also drop in the comments some other shows you'd like us to review, because we don't think it's gonna be Housewives. At least not this one, not of Atlanta. For moving forward, we were contemplating doing the polygamous. We're gonna see if we're still doing that, but catch us next week. We're going to take a little break and then come back to you with some show. Don't forget to rate us 1 through 5. Until next time, peace out.
Bye.
Yeah,
the last source she gave wasn't right. The last source you gave wasn't right. And then I'm over here like, Angela, you done got caught in the lie twice. And you're going to talk about something. I ain't talk about nobody's marriage. I ain't talk about her husband. You're telling me that I'm sleeping with all these people. What do you mean you're not talking about my marriage? I say something about Charles, and talk about our relationship is a problem, but you can run the whole season talking about how I ran through the Hawks and how I ran through the Falcons, and then turn around and fuck George. coming for my marriage.
Talking shit before, because last season, didn't you say something about wanting to fuck this lady husband, but you could be cool with Porsha? When you actually heard her say that. People keep talking about my marriage, but then they show
Right.
when you say you hear it all the time. I mean, it really doesn't bother me. So what is the beef with Shamea about? Well, first of all,
girl, that was some foolishness. But you really want to get the lie detector test. You should have got with Pinky because she got
about
the
receipts for the pastor. You go right back into you know, talking about the lie detector test, talking about everything but answering that goddamn question. Like, you don't have no receipt. I don't want to hear about that Phaedra no and this, that, and the third. Like, you still have produced nothing. And you just keep talking. And you're not a good liar. You feel what I'm saying? Like, a lie detector test. I don't care about you taking no damn lie detector test. Why are you going so hard to prove something?
hell. If you're going to get a lie detector test, if she's going to get the lie detector test, why you ain't holler at Pinky? Because she got the producer over with Maury. Come on now. Come on.
And then Drew being with her, I don't know. That just kind of made me be like, why was Drew with you? If anybody, I could see probably Phaedra being with you because y'all have always had that friendship. You like, yeah. I'm just like, I'm tired of the games. One more.
I don't know why Andy is torturing us with a final with a part 3 because he knew he could have kept that damn part 3. He knew he could have. He torturing us. Like, how much more of this man do I need to take?
I mean, it's an OG show, so I'm not surprised. I think they will always keep it at 3 until it goes off. But this is ridiculous. I'm like, the season again, it was lackluster. A lot of the girls didn't bring anything. I mean, we just spent a whole hour of a reunion, and like you said, that y'all haven't talked about anything. I think it would have to be revamped. And I think Andy has said like this would be the cast for next season too. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do it. And that Shamea leaves, then who we picking on? Then who's gonna get picked?
Yeah.
Kelli can kind of hold her own. Yeah. Shamea.
Kelli gave me the points. Kelli saved my points. Kelli saved my points. It got a 3. Kelli gave me 3. Kelli hit me. She saved the show with the sell some wigs and then stuck the tongue out. That was enough for me.
I gave it the same as you. I gave it a 5. You know, I'm just like,
oh, y'all was generous. What? Huh?
Yeah. I mean, 5 out of me. That's me being nice.
Still alone in my 3 then, huh?